Silence gives permission. What does it mean? It means that sometimes you gotta open your mouth and speak up. Because if you sit there silently when somebody is like maligning somebody's good name or their character or something and you don't say a word, they feel like you agree with them. Like, let me give you a simple little example. I gave Joe's auntie some bread. And I gave her the recipe how to make the bread. It was the baguettes. So she went and she made it and she took some over to Joe's mom and she says, taste this bread and tell me that it doesn't taste better than Barbara's. And the mother didn't say a word. You know, she didn't want to like say, yes, it tastes better than Barbara's. She didn't want to say, no, Barbara's better than you. So she sat there silent. So that gave that woman permission to think her bread was better than mine. You just stick up for your auntie too?
Yes, baby.
It doesn't bother me that Joe's aunt feels like her bread came out better than mine. It probably came out better than mine. Who knows? It doesn't bother me. But let's get a little bit more serious. Over there, baby. Say Citywear and Citywear Junior Plus. So let's get more serious though. Let's say you are in earshot of somebody that's maligning somebody's good name, their good character and stuff, and you don't speak up for that person. It's like, you're wrong. You gotta speak up for people. I speak up for people all the time. People can't say negative words to me about Sherry Shepherd. They can't say nothing negative to me about Mario. They can't say nothing negative to me about Joe, the kids, my mama. Oh Lord, don't even touch my... I had a big fight on Facebook years ago. Oh, let me tell you something. I'm not gonna get into what the fight was. Well, let's get into it really quickly. Shut off the car, Joe. Okay, oh Lord. My dad has a niece from one of his other sisters or whatever. And she came to me at Facebook with razor blades and lemon juice because I put something out there about Arnold Schwarzenegger's outside kid, the one he had with the maid. And they were saying it's his love child. And my question I posed on Facebook was, this is years ago when this thing first came out, it's like, why when men go outside of their marriage and they make a kid out there, society calls it a love child? What are the kids that he has with the wife? Are they not love children also? That's all I said. I don't know where this girl heard the word bastard, because bastard is still a thing in Belize. And she went off and she goes, oh, people like to call people bastard. I'm like, I didn't say nothing about no bastard. I asked a question about love children. And she went off and she started to tell me about my mama and everybody else. And she told me that I'm a half-breed. And she told me that I was raped by one of my aunt's husband. Oh my God, the girl went crazy. And I went back at her. Hunty, she was razor blades and lemon juice. I was like a good cut. Pour some honey in it and then put some fire ants on it. That's what I did to her. I went at her. I mean, I dragged her by her, what they say, silky baby hairs. I dragged her. I'm telling you, after it was done, I didn't know how to screenshot back in them days. She printed off everything off the computer. She whited out the parts she told me. And then they had this, what do you call that? A script? I guess it's a script that they were sending all around to the different family members and to my dad. I'm like, my dad can't beat me. Are you crazy? At this time, how long ago was that Arnold thing? 5, 8 years ago? I was in my 40s. I'm like, my dad can't do nothing to me because whatever I told, because my mom always used to give me information on my dad's family and she'd say, save that for quarrel day. Save that for when there's a quarrel and you hit them with this. I hate her about her mama. I hate her about her grandmama, which is my grandmama too, but I didn't care about that woman. I hate her about everybody in her family. My cousin Cindy was like, girl, you done lost your mind. I was like, don't come. She came for me. She came for my mama. She gonna tell me stuff about my mom. Are you crazy? You don't tell me nothing about my mom. What Marlon say in that movie? Was it Scary Movie? Don't talk about my mama, son. You don't know my mama. Anyways, I'm gonna go in and get some clothes. Come with me. The jackets were $20.99, so I ended up picking the black one. And when I get home, I'm gonna try on this jacket with 2 different dresses, and then you guys are gonna suggest. which one I'm gonna wear. You're not gonna pick which one I'm gonna wear. You're gonna suggest. The last time I asked you guys to pick which hat I was gonna wear, and I went with the one you guys said. This time around it's only a suggestion because I'll take it into consideration, but if I don't like the way it fits on the day of the thing, I ain't wearing it. But it's gonna be one of those two, all right? All right, guys, here's the first dress. Black and white, and the stripes are going horizontally, which makes me look thinner, I hope. And a little shoe that I'm gonna have to wear because I can't afford shoes. This is the jacket I just bought, and it was either gonna be the black one or the white one because I couldn't afford both. It's $21 for each. See, and has a button, one little button. That's the dress. That's the dress. And I don't want to wear it without the jacket because it's sleeveless, and I don't go sleeveless anywhere except to bed. So what do you guys think of this one? And then if Joe can wait for 1 second, I'll go quickly put on the red one. I'll be back. This is the next one. You guys have seen me wear this red dress before. I have a picture in it. And Joe wanted me to get the white jacket like this to go with the red dress. But I think the black matches also. The thing with this red dress is that it's really clingy. So I'm going to have to make sure that I just eat fruits from now till Saturday. What do you guys think? I know which one.
I like say it like as if I could.
I know which one I like better, but I'm not saying because I want my viewers to tell me. Put it in the comments and let me know which one I should be wearing.
Turn around.
Black and white dress right now with the black jacket. Well, both of them are going to have the black jacket. They're both going to go with these shoes. All right? Let's see.
Let me see your butt if your butt's ready.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's okay.
No.
It's okay.
Huh?
It's okay.
It looks okay? I thought he was saying it's okay, don't show that butt. Let's go ask Jory. This is the second one.
Okay.
Which one you like better?
These two?
Uh-huh.
The one I'm wearing right now?
The one I'm wearing right now? Okay, Jory says the red dress.
Me too.
So, Joe says the red dress. Y'all, don't let Joe and Jory sway you. Turn on the light, turn on the light. Hold on.
Well,
There you go, so you got light though.
No, I'm having the viewers participate. Y'all, don't let Joe and Jory sway you, okay? You vote for yourself. What did I tell you at the start of this vlog? Silence, give them permission.
I should put black one.
No, don't change it, bro.
That was kind of short, to be honest with you.
This one's too short?
Yeah.
Jory changed his mind. He's going with the black one because this one's too short. And he knows I don't like my knees out. Don't let them sway you. You vote. Which dress you want? Black and white or the red? All right?
don't let my son tell you what to supposed to. It's not
No,
sure.
I go to my son because he knows fashion. And my oldest son knows fashion too.
I'm not gay.
And George says that I'm not gay. Not that there's anything wrong with being gay, but he's just making it known that he's not gay even though he knows fashion. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta go on a diet. I got 4 days, 5 days. There was a fire over there, guys. It seems like it's recent, huh, John? Wow, poor thing, those business owners. It's a hair place? It seems that that fire was pretty recent because when I was editing the clip just now, I noticed the Channel 4 news van out there. So it seems like it was fairly recent. So I've had a pretty long and interesting afternoon. Let me show you first of all, Joe went and got me a calling card. And I called, I think around 2 o'clock today, California time, I called Ramon. Ascari, thank you so much for getting me those phone numbers because the number that my uncle got me was actually an old number from the phone book and it wasn't working anymore. I called the landline a couple of times and it just went to voicemail, so I didn't leave a message. I called the cell phone a couple of times. I waited like 10-minute intervals and it went to voicemail also. So I called back the cell phone again and I left a quick voicemail. The process seemed kind of glitchy, so I wasn't sure that voicemail went through. So, and let me tell you what the voicemail was. This is Barbara from the Bear Pantry Show. Please give me a call back at your earliest convenience so we can talk about possibly collaborating. So that's how I decided to approach it because I wanted the man to call me back, okay? So because I was afraid that the voicemail might not have gone through, I went ahead and I wrote an email. And you guys would have been so proud of this email because I applied everything that I taught you guys about Philemon, all right? I first of all introduced myself as Barbara from the Bear Pantry Show, which can be seen on YouTube and on BBN9, which is his channel. And I did that somewhat to be facetious, but I also wanted him to know that I know he's showing my stuff, right? So then I'm glad that Arlie Shepherd Wade came early this morning to show me the video that was being shown today, and was the one with the Dukuno. The video is like a couple of years old, so it's one of my redos. And he didn't cut anything out of it, guys. So I'm glad I listened to my sister this morning when I told her what was going on, and I told her the video that came in, and she said, well, maybe the guy's trying to promote you. You know, yeah, he's downloading your stuff for free and he didn't ask you permission or whatever, but he's not cutting up and chopping up your video. He's not throwing out your commercials that you have in there, like for my book, anything that I'm doing for my dad, stuff like that. So, you know, approach him first in peace and in love and see what happens. So that's when I said, okay, grab out my Philemon letter and use that as my format. And I wrote to him, and I at first, like I said, introduced myself. Then I told him who my dad is, because a lot of people knows who my dad is, because if you're of a particular age, like my dad's age, you're going to know that he's a cyclist, an Olympic cyclist. And if you're from the 70s, you'll know that he had a band, the Vibrations. And so then I told him who my mom was, and that was kind of sad to say was for mommy. And then I told him that my mom still had 3 brothers alive in Belize, and I named them. Then I told him who my husband was. This is the first time that I could tell somebody who my husband was and they knew him. Because a lot of people don't know Joe, because he left Belize like at age 20 back in 1979 and never went back to like 09, you know what I mean? But Joe went to primary school with this guy, so he knew Joe, of course. And well, Joe knows him and figured he would know Joe. And so then what else did I say? I told him that I wasn't sure how he was getting my footage, but I'm assuming that he's downloading it from YouTube, and that I would prefer for him to have better quality videos to show at his site if that's what he's going to do. Because I really protect my brand and everything around it, and I want quality, you know what I mean? And I told him that I gave, 13 videos to True Belizean Network to be seen in Belize, but I wasn't sure they were showing it. And they had like good quality. And so I told him that we should make a partnership. You guys see all the stuff from Philemon, and that it would be beneficial for the both of us. And so within 40 minutes, he answered back, and it was the most constructive email. He was so glad that I reached out to him. He knew my dad. He knew Joe, even to the point that he told me to tell Joe that his younger brother, Joe's half brother from the dad's side, does live events for this guy's channel. I guess I wasn't aware of that. Joe's brother sings. And he knew one of my uncles. He seemed just thrilled that I reached out. And he's like, yes, I do download it, and I put it at my site because I love to promote everything that's Belizean. So I still don't know where this is going to end up, but I'm going to tell you it started on a positive foot. It really did start on a positive foot, because we're going to have a verbal conversation really soon, because he wanted me to download and install WhatsApp, because that's what he uses to reach out, to the other parts of the world. And I use Viber, so I downloaded WhatsApp. I still don't know how to find him on it, so I asked him to come find me and to call me at his earliest convenience so we can have a discussion. And he said, yeah, let's discuss how we can help each other out. So I don't know where this is going to lead, but I am grateful for all of you. Lisa came this evening, another viewer, Lisa came this evening and showed me that he was showing the milk cake. So he seems to like to show the Belizean videos. So I don't mind like giving him the raw footage. When I say raw footage, I'm not meaning the unedited videos. It's the video that's edited and saved correctly, but it's not where he's downloaded it from somewhere, so he's getting it second and third hand. He'd get it directly from my computer through iCloud or Dropbox or something, so he can show it legit, because my uncle says it's glitchy when he shows it. My uncle is so proud that I'm on TV. I don't think my uncle is trying to rat him out. He goes, you're on TV, I'm so proud. And I guess, like I said, I gave the videos to True Belizean, and they say they're showing it, but nobody can find their channel. I think it's 125-152. And I guess this channel is more popular, So we'll see where this goes. But for right now, I think this is a positive way for this to go. And I can just imagine that I can continue to make my videos for YouTube and hand him the raw files where he can get good quality, and I can still make money from it at YouTube, and then he can still, you know, be promoting me there, and I can start putting more I guess commercials in the middle of it where I'm promoting my dad's water company and promoting other things. You know what I mean? And I can also see that if he would come back and say, could you make me specific videos for just me, and you don't really necessarily post it on YouTube because I want it to be about, you know, what's going on in Belize, then I would probably have to charge for those. You know what I mean? And maybe he can get his sponsors together to sponsor a trip for me and Joe to go there to promote the show. Look at me getting all carried away, right? But it was a really, really positive email. I'm glad that I wrote the email from the format of the letter from Paul to Philemon. And I'm glad that he answered so quickly and he seemed so excited. So let's see what's going to happen, okay? But you guys were there, man. You guys are some good detectives. You were there for me. Like, Barbara, get on this. You get on this. Don't let them take your stuff. And I'm glad that I had a couple of days to calm down too before all this transpired. So Arlie girl, you're a rock star. Ascari, you're a rock star. Lisa, you're a rock star. And shout out to my sister who actually said, hey, take it from this approach. You know, because what else was I going to do? Go in there and go, hey, cease and desist. And then I ain't got no lawyer. And then it goes nowhere. He still does what he wants to do and I'm here and he's there. No. You know, I'd rather work together for the greater good, right? Anyways, guys, let me go ahead and edit this one and upload it for you. Today is Tuesday, I think May the 16th. You know that Saturday is fast approaching. Oh, you guys pick the dress that I'm going to wear, okay? Dress A is the black and white one on the thumbnail. Dress B is the red one. And I don't know if you saw when I was modeling the red one down the hallway. If you see a picture on the wall, on the left-hand side, that wall right over there. So it would be on the left of the video when you're watching. Oh my God, or is it on the right? I don't know. But look, on that picture, you'll see me in that red dress with a black jacket, but it was a different black jacket. I think that's when I went to go meet the Prime Minister. So that dress has already been in public, y'all. I'm not trying to sway you now. I'm not trying to sway you. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow night, okay? Bye-bye.
When the red button is on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys, see, I'm doing it. Ready. He doesn't want to go back on the boat. Splash.
What's the splash?
Yeah.